Shalom, Yasharallah. This your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHIM, RAHAKODASH. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of great millstone and taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Aki, and pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to touch on this here quick topic, dealing with the rise of STDs out here, man. All right, because, hey, like the scriptures say, if time wouldn't be shortened, no flesh would be saved. And we looking at the worst case scenario on all ends, man. All right, whether you want to look at it as far as the food and all the seeds all corrupted, the people in their minds all corrupted. Also, procreation is all corrupted because you got men going after men and women going after women. All right, you have all these different things going on. You got war at an all-time high. You got this technology on the rise. So, measuring all these different things, man, if time wouldn't be shortened, no flesh would be saved. But here I want to touch on this here STD thing, because now you have this situation where you have, with social media and these social media sites, these dating apps and stuff like that, people are just going online and just swiping left and right. It's back in the days, you used to have like bars and clubs, you find the same people that been in the bars and the clubs every weekend, just going out basically just to get laid every single weekend, just running through just random people, but that would be a small percentage of people, versus the amount of people that's actually out in the clubs and the bars, but nowadays you have it to where everybody has these damn apps on their phones, and all they do is sit at home and just swipe left and right. At the end of the night, it's just like, hey, it's just like Uber or Uber Eats and shit like that, man. You sitting at home at night, you just on your phone go get some Uber Eats, you don't even got to go over to the McDonald's. They'll bring the shit to you now. So everything is in a convenience time frame now. You don't put in work for anything. Plus, this is also destroying relationships, man, because people are just going out there. You hear the saying now, I'm just trying to get my rocks off, or, however people say it nowadays. I don't, like women will say, I don't need no man. I just, I need to just get some D every once in a while. Men say the same thing, but this is also the divide that's going, dealing with men and women separating the households. But nevertheless, these things are creating the rise of STDs because you have these women that want to be free and liberated and just go out and be whores, basically, sleep with whoever they want. You can't say nothing about it, And plus, you got to hold them up on a pedestal, even though they've been ran through, by 30, 40 different dudes. It's like when you go and buy a brand new car, you want a brand new car with a new car smells 0 miles on it, And, if you go to a new car lot and go to buy a brand new car and it's got like 4,000 or 5,000 miles on it, you're going to say something to the dealer, like, yo, man, this car got some miles on it. I want a discount on it. It's not brand new. And the dealer can't look at you like, bro, you tripping. Like, you're supposed to overlook that, And at the same time, you wouldn't go get a rental car, a old rental car that they didn't put 100,000 miles on. Yes, the year of, it's 2019, but they didn't rent this car out. Now it's got 100,000 miles on it. You're not going to buy that at a brand new price because it's got so many miles on it, But this is where, the type of scenario in society that we're in, But nevertheless, I'm going to play these two quick videos real quick. Then I'm going to bring out some scriptures, because nevertheless, this is a do thou wilt type society where everybody's just doing whatever they want to do and not thinking about the consequences or the repercussions or the judgment at hand, Oh, and you also hear these phrases, oh, I'm too good to basically, I'm too good to strap up. I don't like wearing condoms. That shit just I ain't getting no pussy if I can't go without a condom. But then these are the same motherfuckers that's out there running around with STDs, and then even at that, they don't even give a fuck. They still going around, oh, it ain't that big of a deal. And they still going out here just spreading more and more of these STDs every single night, man. All right. And, people say that misery loves company. You have these people out here knowingly having STDs and still going out to the clubs fucking every single night, man. Spreading this shit all over the place and not telling nobody about this shit, man. All right. But nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and play these two videos real quick and grab a couple scriptures and close out.
Cases of sexually transmitted diseases are at an all-time high. The CDC announced its annual report for 2016 and found 1.6 million cases of chlamydia, 470,000 cases of gonorrhea, and 28,000 cases of syphilis. The report showed a particular rise in a number of groups. Gonorrhea diagnoses for men increased by 22%. Nearly half of all chlamydia cases were in women, and syphilis increased in women by 36% and among newborns by 28%. In fact, more than 40 deaths were reported in syphilis-infected newborns. Experts say women are not getting access to prenatal care, testing, and treatment for syphilis. Gail Bolin, director of CDC's Division of STD Prevention, says, quote, all it takes is a simple STD test and antibiotic treatment to prevent this enormous heartache and help assure a healthy start for the next generation of Americans. Safe sex campaigns have existed since the 1800s, when public campaigns promoted risk reduction practices and healthcare prevention. Today, the CDC suggests state and local health departments refocus on preventing and treating these diseases, saying doctors should make STD screening and treatment a standard part of medical care. Gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis can all be cured with antibiotics, but if left untreated, these diseases can lead to serious health problems like infertility, neurological issues, and an increased risk for HIV. Some experts blame the rise of STDs on funding cutbacks for education and healthcare programs, as well as the growing popularity of dating apps.
All right, there's the first video there. But nevertheless, you see these things are increasing at an all-time rate, But nevertheless, they also, one of the things they talk about is testing. And, there's a flip side to that, because a lot of the times they actually infect you when you go get tested, like they did with the Tuskegee experiment, all right? That's a well-known case where they actually infected people with, I believe it was syphilis, when they was telling them they was getting tested for it. Same with HIV and AIDS, because that didn't really spread the way that they said they spread it. They wound up actually giving that out in injections, all right? Bayer got sued for that not too long ago, well, a couple years back for putting out basically HIV-infected pills out on the market, But nevertheless, and another thing that, what's it called, HPV, if you notice, not that long ago, there wasn't really no cases or there was no real such thing as HPV. But then since they came out with all these young women need to get HPV vaccinations by the age of 12 or some shit like that, all of a sudden now all these women have HPV, all right, which also can lead to ovarian cancer, ultimately leading to infertility, all right. But nevertheless, a lot of these things are actually generated as weapons of war, all right. Rates. And to say this, a lot of these things aren't necessarily, a lot of these things are from having perverse sex, yes. But also at the same time, a lot of these things are actually genetic weapons of war for infertility. They're trying to sterilize you, all right?
Among teenagers here in Florida are rapidly on the rise. According to the health department, 2 out of every 3 newly reported cases are youngsters. Yeah, we're talking kids as young as middle school, as ABC Action News reported.
Hey, and there's a testimony about here out here in Florida, man. These people out here walk around butt-ass naked damn near, man. All right? But then you be wrong for saying something about it, man. They walking around all super promiscuous, body parts all hanging out and things like this. But if you say something, you wrong about it, right? But then at the same time, we understand that there's a rise of STDs hey, come on, man. Like, we don't want to live in this polluted-ass environment and everything is all polluted and tainted and shit like that. But nevertheless, you can't say nothing to the people that's polluting the environment, because you wrong. If they want to be out there, be sexually promiscuous and go around being whores and sleep with whoever they want to be with, you got to let a woman be free to be whatever she want to be, man,
Rodney Duggan
and some people will trip over there. Well, why you always getting on women? Well, if you go into the science of this, a lot of people like to argue about these types of things that has never researched none of this shit before. They'll just say off of certain things. Like the first video we just said, they said that the percentages are way higher in women than men, because really women, their reproductive organ is on the inside of them. All right, it's something on the inside of them, not really on the outside. So, and it's a crevice where a lot of these things, how do I say, not generate, but they dwell at and stuff like that, So scientifically, women really transmit more than men do, all right? And they carry and hold diseases and infections a lot longer. Really, they hold them a lot longer than men do anyway, all right? So it's really these women that are harboring a lot of these things. And hey, they going from man to man to man to man, rod to rod to rod. How you think it's spreading, man? All right? Because on average, women actually have sex more than men do. You know what I'm saying? Because just think about it. Any woman can go outside and just like, who want to have sex? She'll have a line of dudes just lined up no matter what she look like. You can go have a dude go outside and say the same thing. They be like, you a bum ass nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? A women go out to the club at night and the men go out to the club at night. Who's having a better chance of getting, going home with somebody? You see what I'm saying?
Dunnigan tells us local school districts, as well as the health department, are working to keep kids informed and safe.
Her past relationships.
It's a serious conversation that Danielle Hoops is not afraid to have with these youngsters at Pinellas Park Middle School.
A lot of them have a very skewed version as to what dating actually is, and we want to make sure they know that sexual activity is not what dating has to be, especially at their age.
These talks are a very important part of the sex education program.
I know our data suggests that in high school, 50% of our students are sexually active. So we want to make sure that all of them that are choosing to be sexually active understand the responsibilities that go along with that.
Florida has the highest number of new HIV cases in the nation, a point hammered home, especially considering a large percentage.
And all they do here is get drunk every damn day, go out in big ass groups, and go sleep with any and every damn body, man. All right, that's all that they do here in Florida, man. You go out to any of the little city spots or whatever, whatnot, they getting drunk for these motherfuckers here have hurricane parties, man. Let's go get drunk. There's a hurricane coming, man. All right.
Percentage of those with STDs like chlamydia are kids. It's an alarming stat. 70% of all newly reported STD cases in the state of Florida are kids, some as young as 12 or 13 years old.
It's a subject that it's hard for people to talk about, especially with kids, and it's something that needs to be talked about.
We're not really ready for this. We're young. We're only 13, 14 years old, and STDs are very dangerous. Some don't even go away.
Students are taking what they're learning to heart.
It's kind of scary, like, to think that you could get, like, it could accidentally happen and you could get an STD that could kill you.
It's a message resonating across the area. In Polk County, for instance, the health department has a major educational initiative underway through their health and wellness program, giving folks the knowledge to hopefully stay safe.
May affect them now.
Hoops is confident with the right information, these kids will make the right choices. Rodney Dunnigan, ABC Action News.
So we're going to grab a couple scriptures real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and close out. But nevertheless, these are the things that are on the rise right now, all right? But all because why? People don't like, how do you say, law and order, man. They want to just do thou will, do whatever they want to do instead of going with the Most High said, all right? So we're going to start here in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17. It says, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. All right, so for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American women, all right, you ain't supposed to be no whores running around here having multiple men, jumping from rod to rod, being strippers, thoughts, all these different things, man. You're not supposed to be out there like that, man. You supposed to be hey, man, you supposed to be a special people above all these other people on the earth, man. You especially you so-called black women want to walk around talking about being queens and stuff. Like all the how do I say? Well, I don't know if this is a fact, but just think about this, man. Out of all the kings that there's been on the planet Earth, how many of their wives do you think of actually was walking around with STDs and shit? Like, oh, shit, Queen so-and-so got herpes or some shit, right? Come on, man. That would be a dishonorable thing to say. So how you going to walk around and call yourself a queen, you know what I'm saying, all these different things and want people to uphold you in this and that, but you walking around with infections, man. All right, you walking around with a death trap between your legs, man. And at the flip side, it says, verse 17, Deuteronomy 23 and 17, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Zion, of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. All right, and the same flip side, man, you got a lot of these men out here, all right, that's like having sex with other men or also having sex with other men and then going back and having sex with women, man. There was one of these celebrities who was saying something about basically if you give a man oral twice, you're not necessarily of that community. You just sampling some shit out. And this is the ideology of people that really is spreading these types of things. You have some men like, well, if he doing this shit to me, if he giving me oral, it ain't gay because he doing it to me. Or if I'm over here plowing him, it ain't gay because I'm the one plowing him. Bruh, that shit is gay, bro. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, these are how these things go off. There's a consequence for disobeying the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And you starting to see these things play out, Matter of fact, I can grab that in, shit. This is Romans 1 and 27. And likewise also men leaving the natural use of the woman, burning their lust one towards another, men working that which is unseemly and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error, which was meat. Talking about these STDs and these diseases, man. You putting your rod inside of a goddamn and a man's anus or anybody's anus for that sort. That's where a lot of bacteria and things are being filtered out throughout your body as the waste is being passed through your body, man. And now you want to put your rod in there that has an orifice on there, a hole on there. All right. And then all this bacteria is getting up in there, man. All right. Come on, man. All right. Let me go from there to You know what? Let me go back. This is Leviticus chapter 31 or Leviticus 15 and 31. It says, "Thus shall you separate the children of Israel from their uncleanliness, that they die not in their uncleanliness when they defile my tabernacle that is among them." So like I was saying, a lot of these people are out here with these damn STDs and stuff, but they know that they got them, but yet and still they just openly going out and still partaking because they want to keep being burned in their lust. They don't not to say they don't realize, they know, they're like, well, shit, fuck it, I'm already fucked up, whatever. They just keep doing it. Even though they know that there's a consequence. Fuck it, you can't tell me nothing. Especially a lot of these women out here, they know better than what the fuck that they doing, but getting still that. This is how a lot of women wind up getting abused by men. They want to run up in men's face, knowing good and damn well they shouldn't be up in a man's face and, yelling at him and spitting all in his face or whatever, whatnot. But then all of a sudden he slapped the shit out of her ass, and all of a sudden, we're not promoting beating women, but at the reaction of it, then all of a sudden she want to revert back to a woman and thinking everybody should just fight this dude. Like, nah, man, you just in your wickedness. Why don't you shouldn't have been in his face, man. That's the reaction to that. Same way with you out here being promiscuous, now you catch something, all of a sudden you want to keep being around with other people, man. The scripture says separate yourself in your uncleanliness, man. Just like when you got a fucking common cold, man. You got the flu and shit, stay away from everybody else so that everybody else don't get infected, man. All right? Continuing on at verse 32, "This is the law of him that has an issue, and of him whose seed goes from him and is defiled therewith." All right, so basically, dealing with sex, right? If you got a disease, man, let me just keep reading. "And of her that is sick of her flower, and of him that have an issue of the man, and of the woman, and of him that lies with her is unclean." So you're supposed to separate yourself, man, because you ain't supposed to be sleeping with folks if you got a goddamn STD, man. But this is how a lot of these things are being spread, man. People aren't up on their health. They be out there being promiscuous. I was watching one of these damn documentaries or whatever, whatnot. This one chick was up. She was like not even 21 years old, and she had like 40 fucking bodies. And she's like, no, I'm going to keep doing it. They had forced her to go get a damn checkup. And she was like, no, I'm going out tonight. And they was like, well, you should be protected. She's like, no, I'm not being protected. Fuck all of that. I just want to go out and have fun and do this, and that. But, and a lot of these things are just cries for attention, man. All right, nah, I'm going to be the cool kid. I'm going to just go out here and just do it, blah, 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 because that sounds cool. I'm going to just go do this and do that. But then when calamities come, you want to go out and cry out and have people feel bad for you. They had a guy in this scenario the same way, too. I'm a playboy, this, and that, and so on and so forth. Then the motherfucker went and got tested, then found out that, the test came back that he was HIV positive. Then his whole life just fucking shut down. He was like, how could this happen? Then they tested it again and found out that the test was fucked up. And then he was right back in his pride again, Like all of a sudden, you was all proud. Then you found out that you had failed your test. Now all of a sudden you want to be all broken and feeling bad. Then when you found out you right back at it again, man, you didn't learn your lesson, man. All right. But nevertheless, both of those was Edomites. But nevertheless, you get the understanding, right? Whoa. This is Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 26. I'm going to start at the top. Verse 1, it says, "Blessed is the man that has a virtuous wife, all right? For the number of his days shall be doubled, all right? A virtuous woman rejoices her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given to the portion of him that feareth the Most High. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance. There be three things that my heart feareth, and the fourth I was so afraid of, the slander of a city, gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. Of all these are worse than death." All right, a false accusation like he done raped so-and-so. Hey, man, a lot of the times, you know what I'm saying, being accused of being raped is way worse than actually being convicted of it, You could be accused of being raped and your name is tarnished, and come to find out homegirl was lying. People still looking at you like you're a rapist, Verse 6, "But the grief of heart and the sorrow of a woman that is jealous over another woman, and the scourge of a tongue which communicateth all. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro, and that have hold of her is though he held a scorpion." So, a lot of you men out here have these evil women, you know what I'm saying? And you trying to hold on to this woman, you being with this woman is like a goddamn holding on to a scorpion. It's nothing but poison, whether she cause you stress, calamities, get you locked up, run you through the system, or she going out sleeping around on you and bringing back STDs, man. All right. It says, Verse 8, a drunken woman in the gutter abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. Just like a lot of these women out here in these bars getting drunk, all loud and obnoxious, going home with whoever they want to go home with, sleeping around, and all of a sudden in the middle of her shit, she realized, oh, I don't like being with him. You know, a lot of guys go to jail for some rape because women say that, oh, I wasn't really with that, even though she went home with this dude, was all cool with the shit, and then all of a sudden she started regretting it the next morning, you know, when she sobered up and realized what she was doing, you know. She'll go out and get drunk, entice a bunch of dudes to go run train on her ass and have a big ass orgy, and in the morning, somebody be like, I seen you out there last night. Then she want to feel all bad and to say these dudes wound up raping her, you know? It says, verse 9, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and her eyelids. Go to any downtown area, man, and you see these goddamn thoughts with the booty cheeks hanging out, they little front lips hanging out the bottom of their goddamn crotch area, man. All right, they walking around butterfly tattoos on their ass cheeks and all kind of shit like this, man. The makeup and the weave and the lace fronts that they be wearing and shit like that, man. All right, you can already tell about these guys. That's where you got a term called thoughts, man. You can tell a thought by her look. That's basically what the scriptures is saying, man. All right? It says, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and her eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straits, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. So if you ain't watching these women, your daughter or your wife or whatever, whatnot, they're going to go out and be out and about amongst the streets, turning tricks, basically, seeing who they can, you know, get up on the team. Go look at these women that's on Instagram, all these so-called Instagram models, man. This is modern day prostitution. All right, most men know this already. They already understand the damn get down. But a lot of you women ain't gonna sit there and accept the fact because now that ain't what's going on. Yes, that's exactly what's going on. Your ass may be too late to, you know, jump on the damn bandwagon, but the majority of these women is out here living in Airbnbs, all right, and fucking selling that box on Instagram throughout the day, man. Looking for sugar daddies, man. All right, and now we to the point where they openly saying it. Nah, I just want a nigga. Where my sugar daddy at? If you gotta have a bag, listen to what they promote, man. He gotta have a bag. They in the music, they don't tell you don't give it no ugly nigga, don't give it a fat nigga, don't give it a soft nigga, don't give it a sweet nigga or whatever. They tell you not to give it a broke nigga, man. Make sure he got a bag, man. That's all that you worried about, man. All right. It says verse 11, watch over an impudent eye and marvel not if she trespass against thee. Yeah, because this is what's gonna happen. She gonna wind up going off. Verse 12, she opened her mouth as a thirsty traveler when she had found a fountain and drink of every water near her by every hedge where she sit down and open her quivers against every arrow. Basically, you know how they say women like to say that men be thirsty. That's these women, man. They all looking for where they can get a bag from, man. These women go out looking for who gonna buy them a drink, who can buy them a purse, who can take them on a foreign trip, you know, to a foreign state, buy them a designer bag. What can you put in my pockets? What can you do for my phone bill, you know? That's what these women are looking for, man. They basically thirsty, man. They talking about men being thirsty. We was created and we was commanded to procreate, man. Be fruitful and multiply. So it's in our DNA to goddamn be attracted to women and want to procreate with their ass, man. But for these women to be going around looking for man to man just to get some money, all right, this is what she looking for, man. She thirsty, man. Says she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain, man. So, you know, the fountain is going to give you that rejuvenation of water. What's going to rejuvenate these women, keeping them going, man? Getting that bag, man. Women, you know, women think that they all at their highest point when they got some money, right? When they in their bag or whatever. They got the product bag or the Gucci bag and designer this and designer that, but then they feel at their lowest when they ain't really got none of that. Girl, I gotta get on my grind or whatever, whatnot, you know? But whatever man gonna put some money in her pocket, she jumping on his rod, you know? It says, by every head she will sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. You know, she opening up her box, you know, a quiver is, you know, when you see those people back in the old days where they have a bow and arrow and shit, where they carry the bow and arrows at, man. Basically, the arrow is his rod and the quiver is her goddamn box, man. She gonna open up her box for every fucking arrow that come by, man. She come on in, man. She's thirsty, man. All right. It says, verse 13, the grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. All right. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Yeah, this is the type of woman you want, a quiet woman. All right, somewhat of a wise woman, you know, she got some kind of discretion, you know. But nevertheless, continuing on. Well, shit, we're going to grab part of these curses in Deuteronomy 28, you know, because it says, Deuteronomy 28 and 30, it says, thou shalt be betrothed a wife, and another man shall lie with her. All right, thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein, and thou shalt plant a vineyard, thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof. Going into that, you're going to betroth a wife, and another man going to sleep with her. Hey, man, let me get this precept, because it goes hand in hand with this one. I think it's Amos in the 7th chapter. Yep. Amos 7:17, it says, therefore thus saith Yahweh, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by land, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go forth into captivity forth of his land. So dealing with this, it says that thy wife shall be a harlot in the street, man. That's what's going on. You might have an old lady, but what? She's out there sleeping around, doing whatever, whatnot. But this is what do you think is brewing and festering, man? You want to go out there and do all this wickedness and so on and so forth, and you think you're getting away with it, but STDs is on a rapid rise, And a lot of you men and women, or we just talk about the women. A lot of you women will sit there and play the harlot, for so many years out there getting in your bag, to sleep with all these different men, and you might not catch an STD. But the moment of time you want some dude to sit there and wife you up or whatever, whatnot, put you on the pedestal or whatever, whatnot, hey man, and shit, you want to be wicked, the Most High pairs you with a wicked ass nigga or whatever, whatnot, and not really saying he wicked because he got a little side piece, because that's actually scriptural, all right, but nevertheless, he might come back with some shit and then give it to your ass, man. The one time you wanted to settle down and so-called be faithful, your ass wound up catching something from this nigga, man, all right, but nevertheless, let me continue. I'm almost done here. I want to grab something in the book of Proverbs, because and man, you can read this all throughout the scriptures, really. It's Proverbs 23:27. It says, for a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. She lieth in wait for a prey, and increases the transgressors among men. All right, like I said, man, scriptures say this, that an evil woman is given into an evil man. But nevertheless, it says, for a whore is a deep ditch, strange woman is a narrow pit. Because why? These whores, bruh, first and foremost, you get with these goddamn thoughts, you're gonna goddamn go broke trying to buy these bitches designer bags. I was telling one of the brothers how I was watching this video, and this chick was mad because she was trying to sell the box for $1,000, and this dude came up, was like, we trying to get some shit going, once a week I'll swing by, whatever, whatnot, and I only got 800, and she was like, I'm debating. She went to the comment board, was like, should I take the 800 and just for one time, or just wait out for the 1,000? I'm like, bitch, this is $200, and who is really paying this type of money for some ghetto thought like your ass anyway? You know what I'm saying? But like, this the type of shit y'all really doing out here, man. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, this is a deep ditch, man. You're going to wind up going broke with her ass. And then at the end all be all, you marry these women, she take half of what you got you through the court systems, and or she might give you something you can't take back, i.e. STDs, man. All right? Let me, I want to grab this in 1 Corinthians 7. I'm not sure what verse it is, though. Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians 7:7. It says, for I would that all men be even as myself, but every man hath his proper gift of the most high, one after this manner and another after that. And I say to the unmarried widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. So basically just abstain from sex, right? But if you cannot contain, let him marry, for it be better to marry than to burn, Go ahead and just get you one woman and stick around with that one person. Get in a relationship with somebody, man. All right, don't be sitting around here just, for the women jumping from rod to rod, whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? The same with these men that's over here. Really, men can sleep with whoever they want to sleep with, except for another man's wife. But nevertheless, in this time in this society right now, it's not good to be just jumping from goddamn box to box to box with all this shit that's out there, man. All right, you seen those videos and how the statistics are looking, man. All right, it's not a good thing, man. All right, I'm going to close out with this here, because this is what we're waiting on, man, because right now everything here in this planet Earth is through, man. Everything is through here, all right? Matter of fact, let me go grab one more before that. Isaiah 24. It says, Isaiah 24:1, it says, behold, Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth it abroad, and the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be with the people, so with the priest, so with the servant. As with the servant, so with his master. As with the maid, with the mistress. As with the buyer, so with the seller. As with the lender, so with the borrower. As with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him, right? The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh has spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, and the world languish and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because he has transgressed the laws and changed the ordinance and broken the everlasting covenants. So because Esau's taken over, turned everything upside down, the whole earth is destroyed. Therefore, the Lord has to destroy all of this, because why? Everything is tainted, man. All right? Everything is tainted, and we should be praying for this here to come to pass. With Matthew 24:22. It says, and except those days be shortened, there shall be no flesh saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right? Hey, and that's what we're looking at, because hey, like I said, on all levels, man, hey, everything is fucked up, man. From the food, the water, the air, the minds of the people, reproduction, man. Eventually, you ain't gonna be able to find a sane wife that's not corrupted in the mind, don't got STDs, that's straight, that actually like men, all right, that's not trying to rule over men, that actually want to have children, that can actually have children because they fucking with the fertility rates out here, man. All right, so like the scriptures say in Matthew 24:22, and except those days be shortened, there should be no flesh saved, but for the elect's sake, those days should be shortened, man. And that's what our prayer is, so that we can make it up out of here, man. Because this whole place is destroyed, man. And this place this is not your rest. It's fully polluted. It's gonna destroy you, man. So come out of her, my people, so you be not partakers of her sins, man. All right, don't be out here being promiscuous, running around, jumping around, and this and that, man. For you women who think you listen to these here videos, you need to get you one solid man and just lock it the fuck down. For you brothers that's out there, man, just going around just jumping from women to women, you know what I'm saying? Just because you can have women, just understand the times and the society that we in, man. All these women out here is all wicked, and they being wicked, and the things that they do, their wickedness can actually carry over into you if you not using discretion with this stuff, man. All right, but nevertheless, I'm gonna go ahead and close out with that. Lord willing, this here lesson was edifying into the elect. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashai, Bahashim, Ruchakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Aki, and pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say, stay strong and shalom.